And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pale. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So SMU's offense, as they take control of the football first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow.
Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Golden Bears offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Shoots it to the left. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Golden Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the 1st quarter.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They go play action with Sangapolatelli. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Perry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. QB draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash, and 30. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And they're running wide open down the gut of the field. The 40, the 30, past the 10. Touchdown Mustangs. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Golden Bears are marching down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's reeled in. It's Hendricks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute.
All by himself down the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Cal. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And here's the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Quick completion on the out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Made a defender miss. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cal!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Tackled, brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Caught along the sideline. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Green. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Tennessee taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Coming out with it, it's Hale. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. A long way to go for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive...
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Golden Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Unloads quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Cal.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Jennings. This time he's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wants to throw again. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Runs through a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Running inside. It's Green. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The inside handoff. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Number 29, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The run inside. It's Green. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Going long. Goes high to pull it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Green. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense getting set for 1st down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad.